Hello, and welcome to Cosmic Murmur. Let the world outside this room begin to fade. Find the stillness in your body, the quiet in your breath. Allow your muscles to release, your mind to soften. You are in a safe, peaceful space. There is nothing you need to do, and nowhere you need to be. We often look up to the stars to feel a sense of wonder. We gaze into the cosmic dark and marvel at its vast, silent mystery. But there is another universe, just as vast, just as silent, and just as mysterious, not above our heads, but right here, on our own planet. It is a universe hidden beneath a shimmering veil of water. Think of the surface of the ocean, sunlit and familiar, with its gentle waves and its vibrant life. We know this world, but it is only the thinnest of pages in a very, very deep book. Tonight, we will gently sink below that surface, down, past the reach of the sun, down, into a world of profound darkness and immense quiet pressure. We will explore the abyss, and we will ask the wondrous question: what dreams does our own planet dream in the silent, starless night of its own deep heart? Let your body feel weightless now, and just drift. Our journey begins as a slow, peaceful descent. We leave the bright, energetic surface world behind. The warm, familiar colors, the reds, the yellows, the greens, are the first to fade. They are filtered out by the water above, and the world becomes a monochrome painting of blue and gray. We are sinking into the twilight of the world. The mesopelagic zone, the last frontier of the sun. As we drift deeper, the light continues to fade until it is just a faint, hazy memory far, far above. And we begin to feel a new sensation: pressure. It is not a violent force. It is a deep, heavy, planetary stillness, a firm and constant embrace. The weight of all the water above, a silent, heavy blanket, wrapping the world in a profound quiet. And it is here, in this fading twilight, that the deep ocean begins to share its greatest secret. It begins to create its own light. Bioluminescence. Living light. Cold fire. A string of pearls drifts by, each pearl a tiny glowing organism, pulsing with a gentle, rhythmic light. A ghostly squid flashes a pattern of blue and silver, a secret language written in light, before vanishing back into the gloom. This is not a world of darkness. It is a world of a different kind of starlight. A universe of living constellations, swimming in the quiet dark. We sink further still, beyond the last reach of the sun's memory. We are now in the midnight zone, the bathyal. Here the darkness is absolute, the pressure is immense, and the cold is deep and eternal. Life here moves at a different tempo. It is slow, deliberate, and ethereal. A strange fish hangs motionless in the water, a single lonely lantern dangling from its head, a tiny orb of light in an ocean of black, waiting patiently for a curious meal. A vampire squid, with a cloak of deep velvety tissue, drifts like a forgotten thought. If threatened, it does not flee with speed, but pulls its dark cloak over itself and vanishes into the surrounding black. Immense, translucent jellies, some as long as a bus, pulse gently, their bodies like sculptures made of glass and moonlight. They are the ghosts of the abyss, fragile, beautiful, and ancient. How does this world survive? From above, There is a constant, gentle blizzard, a never-ending flurry known as marine snow. It is not snow at all, but a slow, continuous drift of tiny organic particles from the sunlit world far above. It is the manna of the deep, a quiet subsidy of life, snowing down, 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 to feed the patient, waiting mouths below. Our descent continues, down to the bottom of the world, to the abyssal plains. Here, at 3 miles deep, the floor of the ocean stretches out in every direction, a vast, flat, cold and dark desert under the weight of hundreds of atmospheres. The silence here is absolute. It is a silence that has existed for millions of years, a quiet so profound it feels like the true absence of everything. But it is not empty. A strange tripod fish rests on the muddy floor, perched on 3 long, delicate fins, facing into the imperceptible current, waiting. Waiting for a touch, a scent, a sign of food that may not come for days or weeks. Life here is the embodiment of patience. It is a life lived in a slower dimension, a dreamlike state of waiting and wanting in the endless patient dark. But this cold, quiet desert holds an impossible secret. Oases of fire, hydrothermal vents. Here, cracks in the planet's thin crust allow seawater to seep deep into the rock, where it is superheated by magma. This water then bursts back out into the freezing ocean, creating towering chimney-like structures of black, mineral-rich smoke. It is a poison garden, hot, acidic, and filled with chemicals that should be hostile to all life. And yet, here, life thrives. Vast colonies of giant tube worms, with no mouth and no stomach, cluster around these vents. Their bodies are stark white, and from the top of each tube, a brilliant blood-red plume unfurls like a surreal flower. They do not feed on marine snow. They are not powered by the sun. They are powered by the earth itself. They live in symbiosis with bacteria that perform chemosynthesis. They take the poisonous chemicals from the vents and turn them into energy. It is a form of life completely separate from our own, a different genesis, a profound reminder that life is more resilient and more strange than we could ever have possibly imagined. Our journey must now turn back towards the surface. We begin our slow ascent, leaving the world of living lanterns and impossible gardens behind. We rise through the absolute dark, through the twilight, and back towards the familiar, sunlit world. The deep ocean does not reveal monsters, it reveals wonders. It shows us that darkness is not empty, but filled with a quiet, fragile, and brilliant light of its own making. It shows us that the most crushing pressure can give rise to the most delicate forms. And it reminds us that there are still vast, undiscovered universes right here on our own world, frontiers of wonder hidden just beneath the waves. The abyss is not a place of fear. It is a place of profound stillness, of surreal beauty, and of life that has found a way against all odds. And in this way, the journey into the deep is like the journey into sleep. You are letting go of the bright, sunlit, conscious world. You are descending into the quiet, mysterious, and unseen parts of yourself. A place where dreams like bioluminescent creatures can flicker and glow in the dark. A place of deep, restorative peace. Do not be afraid of this darkness. It is a gentle planetary embrace. It is the quiet from which all things are born. Let it hold you now. Let it soothe you. Drift into the peaceful abyss of your own dreams. Rest now. Cosmic Murmur.